Police are searching for a man in a maroon SUV who witnesses say stole a goose from White Rock Lake, snapped its neck, and threw it in the back of his SUV. The Wings of Freedom tour has 4 fully restored World War II aircrafts. The project began in 2002, cost $261 million, and was completed in 2005. This is the second place in Texas to be named after the president for the Dallas International Film Festival red carpet.
I think we hold that seat. We've already held Indiana.
University Park has purchased these 2.5 lots on Haney Avenue near Snyder Plaza for $3.2 million. Now the city is considering building a parking garage to help ease the stress of parking at Snyder Plaza. The city financed the purchase through the $15 million SMU Land Sale Reserve Fund, which was formed when SMU bought the property for the Bush Library and other developments.
The cities and the university were certainly in agreement that if the university bought property and it was off the tax rolls, that the city should get some compensation for that.
Former University Park Mayor Bob Clark explains why the committee decided to part with the funds and purchase the property.
I was born in 1946, and it's been a problem in Snyder Plaza my entire life. This is the first time that we've had an opportunity to do something significant about it.
The city is seeking feedback from Snyder Plaza property owners, business owners, and nearby residents. The first step in this process was a stakeholders meeting on April 20th.
To get their input and feedback on if they want to build a parking garage, if so, what kind of parking facility, underground or otherwise, and importantly, how should the project be financed.
While some nearby University Park residents have voiced concerns over the size and scope of the proposed project, others say that it is the best option for the shopping center.
Parking garage is the best option that you can have, accommodate more vehicles so that you don't have to fight for when you're looking for a parking space.
For SMU TV, I'm Gianni Windahl.
The children and their families began to gather and watch this happen. And there were tears streaming down faces. There were fear in the eyes of the children. And one little girl turned and said, "Are they going to kill my house too?"
This vacant lot used to be a family's home. Around 300 residents in the 75212 zip code in West Dallas are being evicted from their home. There's a lot going on between the property owners, HMK, Dallas city officials, and lawsuits. But caught in the midst of all of this is the children who are losing their homes.
It actually kind of made me sad because all of my memories from childhood are just going to be demolished.
Some are worried about their friends moving away.
It affects me more because that means I won't be able to get to see my friends that much. So it's really, really bad for me because these are the only family I have.
While others have the additional fear of changing schools.
I kind of lose them again, just like I lose them on 4th grade, it will be hard again. She will switch me to that school and I'm kind of scared to do that because you don't know if they're mean.
Sitlali's family is looking for a house to rent in their price range, but she said even Habitat would not let them remodel a home to live in.
And it will kind of be hard to leave our pets and everything that we love to just go to an apartment.
But they will all be moved out by June 3rd. For SMU TV, I'm Gianni Windahl. Over 126 million women have been killed based on their gender, says the Gendercide Awareness Project. The nonprofit put together an art exhibit to show the scale of gendercide, the elimination of females due to sex-selective abortion, infanticide, neglect of young girls, and abandonment of older women and widows. The 100+ million missing art exhibit features 12,600 pairs of handmade baby booties made by at-risk women in 30 developing countries. Each pair represents 10,000 missing women.
Some of them were formerly trafficked girls. Some of them were girls who were at great risk for being trafficked because they were the daughters of prostitutes. Some were untouchables. Some were women whose lives had been ravaged by AIDS. Some were refugees. We had quite a few refugees from Syria and Iraq.
The exhibit also has 23 pieces of art to help visitors process the experience.
And I just had never thought of that my work is really so influenced by feminine energy. And then I started even thinking deeper and realizing that the world that I'm portraying here is very much a feminine world.
Together, their message is reaching America one visitor at a time.
It really brings home the importance of women in raising the children of this world.
100% of the exhibit proceeds will go towards sending girls to school and taking the exhibit to another city. For SMU TV, I'm Gianni Windahl. The coach of one of the top teams in the AAC was named Coach of the Year. The man dubbed the Facebook Killer is dead. Pennsylvania authorities have been searching for Steve Stevens for the last 2 days. A Dallas firefighter is in critical yet stable condition at Baylor University Medical Center after being shot. The two were not friends and they were not dating. This information comes after Torres sent the college into lockdown Wednesday. Is welcoming a new dean. Stephanie L. Knight is an expert in education research and collaboration. That's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching. I'm Gianni Windahl.